RTX 40 series. A new classification for graphics cards was created. A card like the RTX 4060 became the entry-level standard with no lower options available, unlike previous generations. For example, the RTX 30 series had models like the 3050, but the 40 series started at the 4060. Even with its ambiguous position, the 4060 Ti wasn't considered mid-range, yet its price was higher than entry-level, making it a bridge between categories. Apply this same principle to other cards. The mid-range is now represented by the RTX 4070, which starts at $599. The 4070 Ti emerged as a new category, the mid-high end, acting as a bridge to the flagship cards. It was priced at $800, while the 4070 Ti Super sat perfectly between the 4080 and the 4070 Super. Now, the 5070 Ti is here to continue this path, starting at a lower price of $749. In our previous episode, we reviewed the MSRP version and compared it to the 4070 Ti in the Super version. We found that the 5070 Ti offers great raw performance compared to the 40 series. However, its performance on DLSS and ray tracing wasn't as encouraging. But when we talk about the new multi-frame generation technology, the frame rates are unbelievable. Let's look at the performance at 2x, 3x, and even 4x settings. This time, we're comparing it against the big guns, the RTX 4080 and the 4080 Super. At 2K and 4K resolutions, the differences are clear. NVIDIA claimed at CES 2025 that the 5070 would match the 4090 performance. And it's not just about the frame generation. In terms of power consumption, all three cards were close, exceeding 300 watts. The 5070 Ti had the lowest draw but still delivered highly competitive performance. In games like Shadow of the Tomb Raider and Callisto Protocol, the 5070 Ti performed slightly lower than the 4080 Super, with differences ranging from 2% to 9%. However, in 3 out of 8 games, the 5070 Ti showed massive gains. In Cyberpunk at 4K, the difference reached 34%, and in Red Dead Redemption 2, it reached 27%. Ultimately, the average performance lead for the 4080 Super over the 5070 Ti is only 1% at 2K, but it grows to 7% at 4K. The 5070 Ti remains a very reasonable and balanced card, especially being cheaper than the 4070 Ti Super. While it loses some ground in ray tracing against the 4080 series, its AI-powered multi-frame generation is a game-changer for the industry. When you're playing games, remember the price point. In the best-case scenario for the market, this card will sell for an average of $900. Currently, the 4080 Super is selling for as high as $1,548 due to crazy market pricing. Ideally, the 4080 Super should be between $1,200 and $1,300. If we take that $1,200 price, you are looking at a 33% price difference. Even if the 5070 Ti loses in DLSS with ray tracing, you are likely buying a premium version. The version I use is the Gaming OC. A standout feature is the RGB halo, a ring under the fans that lights up only when they start spinning. The new design with specialized curves and ducts makes the fans much quieter while increasing air pressure. Notice the bulky heatsink, which requires at least 4 slots in your case, reminiscent of the massive cards from the 80s and 90s. Despite its size, the card is very sturdy, with a solid backplate and a rigid chassis. Inside the card, Gigabyte has replaced traditional thermal pads with thermal gel. This material has a much longer lifespan. As a result, the memory temperatures do not exceed 56 degrees Celsius, and the GPU stays under 60 degrees. This shows the efficiency of the entire cooling circuit, from the vapor chambers to the high-quality fans. In Egypt, the warranty for Gigabyte cards is usually 3 years, but you can get an extra year by registering on their website, making it a 4-year warranty. Based on my testing, the 5070 Ti is the best card in its category for price and performance. It outperforms the 4070 Ti and the 4070 Ti Super from the previous generation. It provides a great entry point for 4K gaming at a price much lower than $1,000. With upcoming driver updates and multi-frame generation, the performance numbers will only get better. This card is a great upgrade if you're coming from the 30 series or older. However, if you already own a 40 series card like the 4070Ti or the 4080, an upgrade might not be necessary unless you're moving to the flagship 50 series. The market situation is a bit difficult right now, with high prices, but it will improve. For now, if you enjoyed this episode, please hit the like button, leave your opinion in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next episode when we get our hands on the 57. Gigabyte used dual-layer thermal gel on this card, a material more commonly found in high-end processors. This ensures a much longer lifespan and better heat transfer compared to traditional thermal pads. In my testing, the memory temperatures never exceeded 56 degrees, and the GPU stayed cool under 60 degrees. This is a clear testament to the efficiency of the entire cooling system, from the vapor chambers covering the GPU and our AM chips to the high-performance fans. Regarding the warranty, Gigabyte cards in Egypt typically come with a 3-year warranty. However, you can secure an additional year by registering your card on the official Gigabyte website, bringing your total coverage to 4 years. Based on all my benchmarks, the 5070Ti is currently the best performing card in its price bracket. It provides a fantastic entry point for 4K resolution gaming at a price significantly lower than $1,000, even outperforming the 4080 Super in certain scenarios. With upcoming driver updates and the full implementation of multi-frame generation, we expect these numbers to improve even further. If you're building a new PC or upgrading from 30 series card or older, this is the perfect choice. However, if you already own a 40 series card, specifically a 4070Ti or a 4080, the jump might not be necessary unless you're looking for specific new features. The market currently faces some pricing challenges, but things are expected to stabilize soon. For now, if you found this review helpful, please give this video a like and share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to ShopXSmart and hit the bell icon to help us reach our goal of 5,070 subscribers. Stay tuned for the next episode where I'll be diving into the 5070 Super. I'll see you then.